The following video has beliefs that are strange, absurd, and just completely batshit crazy. Please do not take these ideas in an offensive manner. Viewer discretion is advised.
I'm not just against gay marriage, I am doubling down. I am against all forms of marriage.
Why?
Because it's fucking weird. It's fucking weird to legally contract yourself to another human being.
I forgot to turn off the AC.
Okay. Go.
It's a nice picture.
Welcome. Damn it. Alright. Welcome, humanoid lizard overlords, to our show, Walton's Wheel of Wisdom, where we spin this wheel 4 times, 4 topics, 4 opinions. Let's spin this wheel.
That was actually pretty cool. Let's go.
First color of the day, let's see. A green, gay, bisexual, just like as people. Or
I guess just how you feel about it.
They're okay, I guess.
They're okay.
They're fine. I mean, I don't really have an opinion on like being gay or bisexual because I don't really care, think about it. Yeah.
For one thing, I'm pretty sure your mom, doesn't she like just not believe in bisexuality?
Well, the funny thing is like, my mom, she is very progressive, but progressive for her time. She totally gets gay people. She has a lot of gay friends. She has no problem with them whatsoever. She just recently learned about bisexual people, and when she first heard about it, she thought that was just a made-up thing that didn't actually exist. My mom totally understands why gay people like the same sex. She gets it because she's like, she is full on straight.
Right.
Okay, she's only ever liked men. So she can understand how a man could also only ever like men. That's her logic anyway.
That's an interesting logic.
Yeah. So she's like, I can totally understand. But the thing is, she is so straight that she doesn't know that there's an in-between.
Yeah.
She doesn't realize that there are people who can like both. She accuses me of being bisexual all the time.
Really?
Oh yeah, all the time.
All the time?
Just for viewer knowledge, I am a fully straight male, in case that wasn't obvious.
He's fully semi-automatic.
He's fully semi-automatic.
I'm fully straight male.
Yeah. She is, again, fully straight female. She doesn't honestly know where I fall, because I wasn't a very, sexual person growing up. When I was a kid, I didn't have a whole lot of girlfriends, even though I've only had girlfriends.
Neither did I, but I think that's just because people didn't like me.
Well, because I was kind of a shy kid and I didn't really understand the social engineering of how to get a girlfriend. The first time I ever got a girlfriend was it wasn't even my choice. I just woke up one day and I had a girlfriend.
She just wake up in the bed with you? It was like, good morning, sweetheart. It's like, where the hell'd you come from?
I could wake up 30 years from now fully married and I wouldn't realize it. Yeah, my first girlfriend, she just are you into me? And I was like, yeah, kinda. And then she was like, cool, we're dating now. And that's how I got my first girlfriend. When I got a second girlfriend, my mom was like, okay, so does this mean you're officially straight? And I was like, it officially means I have a girlfriend, Mom. What the fuck are you trying to say? So she just doesn't understand it, is really what I'm gonna say.
Right.
But as far as I know, people are just attracted to who they're attracted to. That's just them. That's my 2 cents on gay and bisexuality.
I just realized why we've been getting more personal or randoms and personals.
Yeah, because of 5.
Because there's 5 and 4. Damn it.
Yeah. This is not a very even wheel. Science political, there's only 4 dots. But if you're an adamant watcher of the show, you'll notice that there's 5 dots for red, green. So
that's why we're running out.
Yeah, that's why we're running out. If we do run out of random in this segment, I'll just push it to the next color.
Right.
So spin again.
Spin it again.
If this is another fucking green, I'm gonna be mad. Red, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, personal. You guys really know me. Legal marriage on a personal level. What? All marriage is legal. Any form of marriage that exists is legal in this country. So, yeah, I'm cool with that. I know what the card means. means, do I ever plan on getting married, or do I even agree with being married at all? My question is no. My response to this is no. I do not support marriage. I'm not saying that I don't support gay marriage. I just say I don't like marriage, period.
What?
I'm not just against gay marriage. I am doubling down. I am against all forms of marriage.
Why?
Because it's fucking weird. It's fucking weird to legally contract yourself to another human being. That's just 1 inch away from slavery, if you ask me.
Good God Almighty.
You're flirting with slavery at that level, basically. The difference between marriage and slavery to me is that you kind of know the person. It's not just some guy that you bought. But no, I choose on type. I am against marriage. Does this mean would I ever get married? Probably, but begrudgingly. I just want to clarify, it's not because I think there's a plague of gold diggers around, and I don't think it's because divorce rates are super high. Of course, if divorce rates are super high, you just made marriage redundant. The real reason why I don't believe in marriage to any extent is simply because I'm never going to be comfortable with the idea of like legally binding myself to another person, because I feel like that's just an unnecessary step to what is already a committed relationship, and that just adds extra steps to like get out of a relationship that you don't want to be committed into anymore.
Yeah.
So I guess like traditionally marriage is just a thing that people have done. And it's not only humans that do it. I guess penguins are also known to have mates for life. So penguins are also stupid on that level. It's more of like a personal uncomfortability with the idea of me being married. If you want to get married, get married.
Do it.
Get married.
Go on a hiatus.
Super get married.
Get super fully married.
Yeah, get married to 4 different people.
Isn't that, what is that?
Polygamy.
Polygamy. I was going to say polygamy, but I was worried that was a disease.
No.
He was like, oh no, I got
It's a
polygamy.
disease to our society. But yeah, Jeremy, you are in a relationship with Shay, but you don't plan on getting married soon. Anyway, if you were to put a window of time, how many years would have to pass for you to be like, I'm comfortable with being married? Or is it even about time? Is it about the situation that you're in?
No, that's a good question. It's kind of a little bit of both, because you see, I mean, I'm not gonna marry somebody after knowing them for a month.
Right.
Of course. I think it's really it just depends on just the way I feel about the situation, because the way things are going right now, if they keep going on the track that they're going, I could see something happening probably around the time I would get to around maybe 25. You know, because that way we're into life, we're into work. Mm-hmm. You know, we're trying to make a living, and you know, things are just that battery died. I knew that was gonna happen, because I was talking to my brother about it, and I was like, you know, I want to live out my 20s and stuff, because you know it's partying and things like that. And Kirsten's like, Jeremy, it's like you've been wanting to settle down since you were 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, in my opinion, financial stability is always an important one.
Of course.
But my dad brought up a good point the other day. He goes, you know, you're almost never completely financially stable. You know.
Right.
Same thing with like having kids. And so that's my 2 cents on that.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's very smart
Right.
of you. And next question, next spin. Hey, Yellow!
Yellow, scientific.
Bystander apathy. I don't know shit about bystander apathy. This is the first time I've read those words in conjunction with each other.
Well, I'll tell you what bystander apathy is. Well, actually, you know this very well. It's what we were talking about the other day, the hitchhiker effect.
Oh,
yeah, where bystander apathy is basically, let's say you're driving down the road and you see a hitchhiker that's pointing their thumb out. You're like, it's like, oh, I don't need to pick him up. I'm sure somebody else down the road. There's plenty of people that drive down this road. I'm sure somebody else will pick him up. That's what everybody thinks.
Yeah.
And so there's just constant people passing him by, nobody's picking him up. Bystander apathy, though, is usually with a situation. Like, for instance, if you're in a crowded place and somebody has a heart attack, most people just kind of stand around the person because they expect somebody else to take the responsibility to take care of them. A case I heard in psychology class, this lady was attacked in the middle of a street. She ran around into the alleyway, and plenty of people saw this. This was an open area. There was a building, that she was walking across. There was a building with plenty of windows. Everybody could see. It was like a diner or something. She got attacked in a visible area. She ran into an alley and then tried to come back around, going to her apartment. When she went to her apartment, the attacker met her there, attacked her again, and raped her, and she died. Out of like about 100 people that had witnessed this event, only like I think 6 of them like called the police.
Right.
And then the worst thing about that was the fact that they downgraded the situation. Like I saw a guy was yelling at her and he was chasing her around. That doesn't sound like that big of a deal. But yeah, it actually took somebody walking in, finding her dead body is when the police showed up. When they actually called 911 and said, hey, there's a dead body in here. And that's what bystander apathy is. It's basically people putting the responsibility on everyone else. Because they assume somebody else will take the responsibility. And that's what the police said. Why didn't you call 911? Well, they were like, well, I thought somebody else was going to. It's like, I assumed somebody else would, so I didn't figure I needed to.
Right.
And that's what bystander apathy is.
That is a fucking weird thing to think, just to assume that someone else is braver than you. I guarantee you, if I were to go down the road and I would just count the cars that passed me by, because I used to hitchhike, and I would put my thumb out, and I don't know what the thought process was when people hitchhike, or what the people who pick up hitchhikers are, because I don't think anyone actually believes that, oh, what if this guy's a murderer?
Yeah.
Because that's just like a horror story kind of thing, and I think it might have something to do with it. But I think a lot of people have the mentality of don't be a hero. Don't be a hero, or you might get yourself killed, you might get yourself hurt. Just let someone else who is braver than you take the work. Thing is, you're not unique in that thought process. 900 other people have probably already thought that before you thought that. Really what it is that we should teach people to be braver. Teach people to have more fucking courage than that. Yeah. Because it could save somebody's life.
You never know.
Now, of course, I don't know what the full extent of the thing is. I have no idea who that woman is. I have no idea who that guy is. All I know is cause and effect. That person attacked a woman and raped her. So, given that much information, something in you says, I should do something because someone's going to get fucking murdered. So even if you don't know the person, you do know what the situation. It should fall upon everyone to at least help.
Right.
Like call the police, something.
So for all y'all guys watching, if you ever see any kind of situation like this where you think that somebody could, potentially be murdered, at least call 911 or call somebody or get somebody to help you or to take the responsibility instead of just assuming that somebody's going to do it. If you're younger or something and you have if you're still with your parents, see something like this happen, get your parents and tell them this situation and have them try and react to it as best as they can. I think somebody's about to become seriously injured or even murdered. Help me, and then they'll do what parents should do. Try and not suffer from bystander apathy. I know I have that kind of problem. I'll tend to freeze in certain situations, just because I'm not sure what to do. My instincts don't necessarily kick in, and I don't just do things. I kind of analyze the situation, and that's a problem I have, and I'm working at making it better, and I think I've made some improvements along the way. So
be brave, be a part of the solution. So there we go. Next question.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, real powerful. This is another fucking green one. I'm gonna be. God damn it.
That's random.
Canada or America? America. Yeah, America.
America.
That's my choice. And as a side note, America.
Oh my god, we just blew through that one.
Political.
Political, right, nice.
Legalize drugs. All drugs. Legalize all drugs. The thing is, with drugs is that it's not so much that people abuse drugs is why they're illegal. I don't think that's the biggest part about it. Because you can abuse prescription drugs. It's that we try to control them. Because once you make a drug prescribable, then you can only give someone so much. So, of course, it's going to be harder to abuse. But the real reason why I think we should legalize all drugs is because I don't think it's the government's decision to tell me what I can and can't put inside my body. If I want to swallow a bag of opiate pills and put a dildo in my ass, I should be allowed to.
What the f***?
Again, a dildo is something that goes inside my body. So I know that's not illegal, but it's not something that can be should be controlled either.
Don't tell me how to live my life, Mom!
Yeah, I believe that if you want to swallow an entire bottle of pills, feel free to do so. That's really not my business, or anyone else's for that matter.
Good God.
The best part about this show is that you can't tell where my sarcasm begins and ends. So that is it for Walton's Wheels Wisdom. Thank you all for tuning in to this episode. We're happy to have you all as an audience, and please keep watching.
Absolutely.
Thank you all. Have a great day.
Peace.
Peace.
God, it's fucking hot in here.
God, so fucking hot. I'm not saying that I would be against cannibalism. I'm not saying that I wouldn't try it.